He's asleep, like. He is. I'm not staying here all day, you know that.
Call his mobile.
You call his mobile.
Whoa!
We're beginning the show today with Socialist Party and United Left Alliance TD Clare Daly. Thanks for coming in and having a chat with us, Clare.
No problem.
Later on we will be talking about the X-Case legislation bill and that will be on our website. But first of all, we'll just have a little chat. Clare, how do you find being a female TD in the job?
I don't know if it's any worse than being a male one, to be honest. It's an incredibly peculiar environment for anybody who's kind of half normal. You know, once you go inside that gate, it is a sort of an institution of privilege where, you know, the staff call you deputy, people sort of move out of your way and stuff, which is absolutely ridiculous. Carry on, some of them get off on that. I find it a bit weird. Very strange, you know, which is why a lot of them are removed from the real lives of ordinary people. But look, it's been okay. There's been a nice bunch of people got elected with us. We have a few in the United Left Alliance, other independent lefts and that, and we can kind of manage, I suppose, with a bit of support from each other.
Yeah, are we getting there?
Well, I mean, there's a huge gulf in the Dole. Part of the problem is you have a government with a massive majority. There's over 110 of them or something. There's about 20 other Fianna Fáilers who are basically the same as them. So really out of the whole, the opposition, apart from that, is only about 30 people. So it's a bit imbalanced. It's very hard to win a vote in there. But what we have seen is U-turns on the back of, you know, a bit of a voice in the Dáil, but mainly agitation outside. So yeah, I think it's beginning to change, yeah.
And like, what do we need to be doing? What needs to happen next? Like, what is it? Just a case of just keep going the way we're going, and hopefully more people.
Well, we would absolutely encourage everybody to be active on the issues that affect them. If it's a school cut, if it's a cut in their social welfare payment, if the household tax, the campaign against water charges, just to be active. That's the motive force that changes things in society. A lot of people are looking for something, so don't lie down and take it. I think the campaign against the treaty will be huge. I was at a meeting of the Feminist Forum last night in Dublin in Temple Bar, and women coming together from community groups and that to say, look, this is a real opportunity now for us to have a go and really, you know, put this government under pressure, because if they lose the referendum, they're going to be in a very different place and they'll be very susceptible to pressure then, you know, so. And
it's great to see, it's great to see politicians like yourself that are actually getting involved and are totally, you are our voice, because, I mean, we don't really have that many voices in there.
Well, look, there's no point in being in there otherwise, you know, it's just a complete joke. And we would have, obviously, criteria that we only take the average industrial wage. If you take the salaries and the expenses that they get, well, you live a completely unnatural life. Why would you want to change anything when you're living in paradise with everybody telling you you're great?
That's exactly what it is. They're completely it's like they're living completely on a different planet. They're not living in the same country as us.
I know there's government backbenchers in my own constituency who think they're great. They think they've just made it, you know, and
just totally forgotten for the reasons that they're in there in the first place.
Terrible, really bad, you know, but hopefully they won't be around the next time.
Fingers crossed, anyway. Indeed. We just need to get more people like yourself in there, Clare.
So we'd encourage everybody, that's what we're saying, the household tax, get organised. We want to see loads of people standing in, you know, the local elections, coming from communities, coming from campaigns, because there does really need to be, you know, a new party and a new organisation for people to say what's there is really unrepresentative.
Yeah. Thanks so much for coming in to talk to us today, Clare. It warmed my heart now to see that there's still people like yourself.
Go to your next household tax meeting and you'll do even better.
I will. I'll be there with my placard.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks a million, Clare.
No problem.
Oh my god, an email from Kevin Jackson, who's a big fan of our videos. Hi Kevin, Michael Jackson's brother. Ooh. Kevin writes, if we vote yes to more austerity, will this affect how much you can spend on your Eurovision performance? Oh my god, Kevin, it's such a serious question. Enda Kenny says that if we don't vote yes for more austerity, we'll be thrown out of the Eurovision forever. Vote yes for Eurovision. Keep sending emails. referendumdum@gmail.com.
Cool, are we going for a take? 5 minutes, yeah? Alright. Ava.
What?
See that 20 quid there?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'll buy that off you for a tenner.
But it's 20 quid?
Yeah, but I'll buy it off you for a tenner. Yeah?
Okay.
Now look, I'll sell it back to you now for half price. Yeah, as long as I can keep the profit though. Do you understand? Yeah? Done?
Okay. Done.
Look,
yeah,
don't
done.
Don't worry about it. Look, check this out. This fella's even worse.
the Minister for Finance travels to Brussels today for what he promises will be a robust round of negotiations with representatives of the Troika.
This is totally unacceptable. There's no way I can go back home with this. It'll be thrown back in my face.
I don't understand your objection.
It's not even full size. I wouldn't give that to an orphan. Look.
Can we please return to the negotiations?
Okay. I've been authorised to give you a list of our demands.
This is a list of our demands.
We photocopied it to save time, like.
We need to see more cuts in the health service. Can you deliver that?
You're joking, like. We don't even need a health service in Ireland. We just tell the patients the nurses are on overtime and they get better out of spite.
It seems we all have our redeeming features. Sign here. You know, there is a joke in the Bundesbank. What is the difference between an Irishman and a doormat? Walk on a doormat, it says, welcome. Walk on an Irishman, he says, thank you. Get out of my office.
Today, we're climbing a mountain. The path ahead is rocky and difficult. We're wearing the green. We're in the Green Army. When you're in the army, you follow orders. Fine Gael orders. We can't have all chiefs and no Indians. Vote for the fiscal treaty. Austerity is the only way. Vote yes. Otherwise, our European partners will kill us.
So, Aoife, name me something in this country that isn't taxed.
Hope.
No, that's the National Lottery.
Despair?
No, that's the licence fee.
Got it. Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh, very good. No, but that's the plastic bag levy.
Shit, yeah. What about water?
Greetings, water consumer. Your monthly allocation is running low. Here are some tips on water conservation. Washing with family and friends won't just save you money, it's also a great way to bond. Why not invite others to join in too, such as your local parish priest? Washing fruits and vegetables is unnecessary and selfish. The more pesticides your family consumes, the greater our resistance will be in the future. If you're seeing this message, you're probably from a low-income family with too many children. Remember, no amount of washing is going to cleanse the bang of working class off you, so why bother? Finally, it is vitally important that you do not attempt to drink rainwater. All water that falls from Irish skies is the exclusive property of Irish Water. Water piracy is killing Ireland's competitiveness. Greetings, water consumer.
We're joined in the studio by Terry McMahon, the writer and director of Charlie Casanova. We're going to have a short clip from Charlie Casanova and then we're going to come back to the studio where I'll interview Terry and we'll have a bit of crack.
Life is short and I want to play a game bigger than poker.
My name is Charlie Barnum, and if there is a God, this may very well be my last will and testament.
Think of the innumerable things you privately yearn to do. But law, morality, conservatism, wives, children, parents, even strangers tell you every day that you cannot do those things. What happens if we're given the complete right to abdicate all responsibility? What happens if you tempt fate to find out if this is what you should really be doing with your life, if this is who you should really be? Now that's power. You pose a question to yourself, a question that you are afraid to even consider. Something that pushes you out of your comfort zone, something that at least changes your day, or better still, your life. You have to pose a question in such a way that you can only get a yes or no answer.
Kind of question?
Just one question.
Are we men?
Are we? Whoa! 6 to 5 yes, 6 to 10 no.
Is something wrong?
Pick a card, any card. You can
be anything you want, but you have to be brave, you have to push it, and you have to abide by the answer of the card. 6 of 10.
You hear me? You hear me? You don't know what I'm capable of! You don't know me! You don't know me! You don't know me! You hear me? You don't know me! You don't know me!
We're joined in the studio by Terry McMahon, the writer and director of Charlie Casanova. Thanks very much for coming into Dole TV.
Pleasure, man.
What do you think of our set?
Love it. Love the whole setup.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
More TV should be like this.
That's it. So, Charlie Casanova, it's out on the 11th of May in Ireland on general release, is it, yeah?
And the UK.
And the UK. In all cinemas?
I think about 20 in Ireland and about 40 in England. So we've had astonishing successes. We've had standing ovations and we've had literally walkouts. We've had ugly reviews beyond measure and we've had startling reviews. We won Best First Feature on Galway. All these kind of things. We won festivals in America, in Paris. It's extraordinary how the people who get behind the film get behind it for that same seed I was talking about, that kernel of viscerality that we talked about. Yeah. And those who reject it just fucking despise it. So we just got reviews last night from London, and they are some of the worst reviews imaginable.
Deadly, can't wait. Well, you know what I mean? There's an energy created by that, by the down. There has to be some kind of up, and I've learned that through doing stand-up. And for you, it's about managing that. So, are you cracking a few quid out of this? Because we're doing Dole TV for nothing. Like, I'm broke and I'm not crying poverty. I'm excited about doing this type of stuff. But are you getting a living out of it? Or?
No, not at all. It's funny because back to talking about Dole TV, the idea. And it's not, I don't believe, for example, that we all got greedy during the so-called Celtic Tiger and that somehow we got to pay it back. People use the word greed now as a description of the working class. Yeah. The people who wanted a better car and wanted a home and wanted a little bit of a life were greedy all of a sudden when we're giving awards to entrepreneurs and businessmen who own fucking half the city. But somehow they're not greedy and we became greedy. It's just such a fallacy.
But it's those guys, which I call the ruling class, who are they're spouting the greedy, greedy, greedy. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But that's it's funny, that great expression, the ruling class. The synopsis, or the description of Charlie, the movie, is that a ruling class sociopath knocks down a working class girl on a hit and run. And instead of trying to do something about it, he uses a deck of playing cards to determine his fate.
That's his system.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So is that how you see the ruling class?
Well, of course it is. But by virtue of necessity, firstly, the cards are the free market. Secondly, the idea of culpability. You have two choices. You either accept responsibility for who you are or you look for someone to blame. And we are now the ones who are being blamed and we are the ones who are being attacked. And it literally has become government policy. And you find any situation in this country where anybody is deemed to be culpable for the most obscene things imaginable, it doesn't exist. But if somebody has the wrong action or the wrong address, they'll be in prison in a heartbeat.
Oh, here, don't get me started on this central court up here. It was like a money-making system. You know, process working class people through it, and barristers and solicitors or whatever making books off.
What a disgusting scam. You say something about Mary Harney, anything at all about Mary Harney. Something was said on the radio, and suddenly the station was sued. Tom Dunn had to give the most grovelling apology imaginable. And Mary Harney won €450,000. That's just because someone suggested that she might have a problem with drink. You open a Sunday World any day, you got some guy who's in a tracksuit and the wrong haircut and the wrong accent. They can call him scum, they can call him king rat, they can call him anything they want. They can accuse him of anything, and there's no comeback. But yet Mary Harney, because she's a member of the ruling class, suddenly the whole law steps in to protect her. Yeah. It's a scam, it's a dreadful, dreadful scam. And Charlie Casanova is about that reality. And the whole function of the film is posing the question, how much more are you going to accept? How much more are you going to take before you step up and fucking do something?
Do you know what actually happened out there? He asked to smell the guard's truncheon. Then he sneezed and broke his own nose in it. True as God. Superintendent told me so himself.
Is your man all right there?
Huh? Jesus, come on. Look, he's dead. Are we rolling? Yeah. Come on, let's nail this before that fucking vulture shows up here. Dublin's alleys. The narrow arteries of the city's wheezing black heart. Clogged with John Player Blue and kebabs made out of crime. Today's so-called victim was known to the Gardaí as Tom... Give me a nickname there, will you?
The Slicer.
The Slicer, he's a child molester and fiendless. Never mind. Today's so-called victim was known to the Gardaí as Tom, the absolute bastard McGee, suspected associate of Jerry, I shoot people O'Halloran, and Patrick, the Italian stallion Murphy. Gardaí are not ruling out the possibility of gangland involvement in this heart attack. It's understood that the victim was seen sharing a bag of chips with salt and vinegar in the company of Harry, drugs make me happy, Phillips. Okay, let's cut it there, huh?
Should we call an ambulance?
I know, come on, let's get lift back with the guards, come on.
So Aoife,
Yeah.
was that or was that not one of the best issue and satire-based community television programmes filmed in and around Temple Bar in the last year?
That's a very big statement, Dean.
Yeah, but I'm a very big guy.
You're a very big something. Thank you very much to Terry McMahon and Clare Daly for coming in and joining us in the studio today. And thanks to you for watching at home. We will see you all again pretty soon.
And remember, keep it manky.